Chris here, back after a long time away. Something I'll get into after a while, and I do apologize for, but had some time off from work for a switch and getting settled in, and the mail dropped off a very important pickup that I've been waiting for a long time now, and one of my favorite recent anime series. So these are just getting out, and I know they're very limited in what's available, and well, you already know what it is because you probably, no doubt seen the title, but I ordered mine through Right Stuff, which was good because it sounded like Amazon and some other dealers didn't get theirs, but Right Stuff and Sentai got theirs first thing, so I got these when they were first available. So let's go ahead and get in here and get the set out, and well, and again, I do apologize. I know it's been a while since I've made a video, but I have work sometimes just totally destroys your life, and as it is, yeah, I just have not been able to get around to keeping up, so I'm going to try to go through a whole bunch of pickups, since I think I have it right the last time that I shot a video, which I don't know how many months it's been now, but oh my goodness. Well, let's go ahead and get this guy out of here. Or it could be gal, or in this case, gals. Lots of TLC from Right Stuff, as always, very appreciated. I've seen quite a few people have been getting their limited edition sets of things and getting them banged up lately, and that sucks. I mean, especially with what these are starting to go for. Will the paper ever end? Oh my goodness. Oh, this is crazy. And then we have another box. Wow, Right Stuff. Very, very nicely done. So I'll just throw that off to the side. And let's go ahead and slide this out. And yep, here we go. It is the Monster Musume premium set from Sentai Filmworks. So very nicely done, Right Stuff. Made sure to take extra caution to be sure we didn't get any corners dinged, which definitely we did not. And everything is in very nice shape here, and this is an interesting set, so I'm not quite sure where to even start on getting into this, because I know it folds out from what I've seen in an interesting manner. Hopefully no sticker. Oh, there's a sticker on the outside. I kind of want to save that one. So let me plan a plan of attack here, and we'll go ahead and get the plastic out. But interesting chipboard art box on the sides, and then some flimsier cardboard this way here. So let me go ahead and get the plastic off of here, and back in a moment. Yeah, so definitely one of those I wanted to start the plastic off camera so I didn't do something stupid and cut into the box. Let me go ahead and peel this away, and I definitely want to save that mature content sticker. Go ahead and tuck that away with some of the other stuff in here. But go ahead and get the plastic off here. And so it looks like what Sentai has is this nice little slip-off part that kind of helps to hold everything in. So if we go ahead and slide that off here, and so yeah, this is interesting. So this is a flimsier cardboard, and this part kind of tucks in like a flap, and everything folds open there, and wow, immediately we have boobs. Well, thank you for the nipples, Sentai. And what is this? Why is there well, that's interesting. So there is shiny plastic protecting the nipples on the boobs here. And here's another little set of plastic. I don't know what the function is of that, but that's interesting. So what do we got inside here? Well, here we have a set of cards, and oh, this is cool. So these are the, looks like the cards they have included here are the little title cards that were in the end of the episodes, kind of explaining the different monster types. So let me go ahead and open this, and it's going to be difficult, as always. Everything's going to be difficult when you try to work with it. So here we see title card for the Lamia, or is it Lamia or Lumia? Okay, and the Harpies. It's kind of cool. Our Centaurs. So yeah, if you didn't pause and see these at the end of the episodes, I'll give you a chance to, if you haven't seen these, to kind of read them. As far as I can tell on my screen here, everything is legible. And one by one. MON. The Mon unit. And Zombina. Oh, I like the ogre chick too. She was cool. Ah, yes, Doppelganger. And our Dullahan. And the double types. So 12 cards, one for each episode. And let's see, tell you what, let's go into the Pinup book next, why don't we? Darling, darling. Let's see, so I'll flip through these here. Kind of get each of the characters, and oh, nice. They included some panel comics. That is awesome. And Hoppy to Hoppy and Sue. Every bit as lewd as the anime itself, and I should expect no less. Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out why. That's because this folds out. Okay. It's like, why isn't that page opening? That would be why. It's almost like a combination poster and book to one. So, there we go. And a page over here. And another set of comics. So far, very nicely done by Sentai. See, they licensed a lot of materials, bonus materials for this. So, I'd say so far, it looks like they did very good justice to what likely materials were made available in Japan. Obviously, I don't know how many sets there ended up being released there, because what typically you have 1 to 2 episodes on a special edition release. Okay, I think I'll go for the Racnera box next. I'm kind of curious, because I've seen photos of the sets, but I've never actually really looked in depth. I think this one had like some kind of poster inside of it. So Racnera and Sue. Let's go ahead and open. I like how they branded this everywhere. It's very nicely done, once again. So, we'll open this extremely carefully, because this looks like it could tear rather easily. Okay, yeah, when you open the box, take extreme caution. So I finally found that the bottom was the my easiest point of entry on this without, like, totally destroying the flaps here. But I did manage to get it open in one piece, thankfully, because I'd hate to destroy something nice like this. So, okay, not a very big poster then. This is really small. It's like the size of that fold-out. But I take it this is one of those, the material that's supposed to be like a non-tearable paper type. I mean, it is paper, but it's glossy and kind of has the extra texture to it. But still, rather nice photo here. I mean, in a way, it kind of sucks that it was packed this way because it's like all curled up. But it's a nice way to protect it. And I can't see myself wanting to put this up on the wall. I mean, I can, but I think I'd want to take and get it copied and put the copy up, but keep the original for just to keep it nice for the future. And that looks like it leaves us then finally with our included discs. So let me set this off to the side. Put the boobies off to the side. So we got our 3 cases here. We've got DVD, Blu-ray, and soundtrack. So we got Pappy on the soundtrack disc. Let's go. Oh, look at that! You pop that open, and here we got looks like either stickers or temporary tattoos. So we'll have to take a look through that. First, we'll take a look at the CD soundtrack. So you get a close-up of the art on the disc, and here's the background of the liner for the case. And take a look at the other side here, and this shows all the track listings. I'm going to hold this at this angle. I know it's kind of awkward, but that way I don't get the glare from the camera. Oop. So there are all the tracks. There's Miss Pappy. Happy Pappy. Let's go ahead and take a look at these one by one here. Very nice glossy finish on them. There's Mia and Ragnara and Sue and Miro, Happy Pappy, and Centauria. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Blu-ray disc, or discs, I'm assuming discs next, here with Mia on the cover this time of the liner. And you see the back here. So disc 1, disc 2, 3 discs inside of here. And the episode set plus OVAs included there and shorts. It's cool. And looks like we got another additional item inside here. Oh, and this is one of those holographic postcards that makes it look like you've got moving images. So, well, I'm afraid I can't get the glare out of there to away. There we go. Well, if I... Oh well, you'll just have to deal with it. But boy, that's nice. High quality, very high-res image. And the back of it. So not really a postcard, but still. Okay, so we got Ragnara on the inside. And we'll take a look at the included discs here. Mia on disc 1. And we got Sue on Blu-ray disc 2. And Mero on Blu-ray disc 3 there. Okay, we'll go ahead and wrap up the unboxing, taking a look at the DVDs last. And no, I did not do this in a certain fashion because I prefer DVDs over Blu-rays. I definitely do prefer Blu-ray discs, especially having recently picked up a PS4, finally, to complement my PS3. But Hot Shots Golf will be coming out, or in this case it's going to be called Everybody's Golf, in about a month, and I've got my pre-order paid for it already to download it electronically. So looking forward to doing some gaming again, since I was upset when they shut down the PS3 server on Out of Bounds. But anyway, so let's go ahead and take a look at a liner here on the DVDs. Centauria highlighting the front, and on the inside we do have Sue. and Mia on DVD 1, Centauria on disc 2, Pappy disc 3, and another appearance from Arachnera, if I can get this to spin around, on disc 4. Lots of Arachnera. I mean, to me, she's one of my favorite characters in this, and unfortunately, she didn't come in until, like, what, episode 7 or 8. So I would have liked to have seen more screen time before, but hey, you know, she's one of my favorite characters anyway, because, well, I'm not going to go into that, but tell you what, let me go ahead and put everything back together here, and I'll be back in a bit with my final thoughts. So yeah, this is a pretty cool set that Sentai released. Now, I do have a few reservations about the box, unfortunately, because it doesn't look like it, outside of the, you know, the other corners with the heavier chipboard, that's great, but some of this doesn't look like it could stand up over time very well. I mean, you can see it's already kind of creased in a few places and showing wrinkles, but as long as you're careful with it, you should be alright. You just got to take a lot of great care in opening and closing this, and otherwise it looks like it should. Thankfully, it's not too wide, so should fit on shelves pretty decently. But yeah, very interesting design how they put this together, and kind of tucks like an envelope or something. But interestingly done, and yeah, this was a cool one to pick up. So I think I ended up. God, it's been so long since I pre-ordered this, but. I think it was $89.99 with my discount from Right Stuff. So that is going to wrap it up for the unboxing on this. But like I said, I'm going to throw some extra notes here on the end because I want to go through a few things very quickly. Like I said at the beginning, I haven't been around for like a year, so I want to go through some pickups that I know I hadn't mentioned before, and then wrap this video up after that. So, tell you what, we'll see you back here in a little bit. Okay, like I said, I was going to go through some of the other items I've picked up in the last however long it's been since I was able to have time to film a video. But yeah, so I've been expanding out on my Lupin III items. Now this isn't everything. I've got more that I have room on the shelf, but unfortunately right now I'm having to use my coffee table kind of as a shelf for overflow until such time as I can get another shelf. Although I'm possibly going to be moving within the year, so that may end up getting delayed as well. Who knows? But yeah, so picked up a few more Lupin III's, including the first collection of the Season 2 re-release from Discotech, but also Island of Assassins on Blu-ray and Operation Return the Treasure on DVD. Got Omori Himari, and picked up Mad Bull 34. That was a cheap pickup from the last Discotech sale and Right Stuff. They also, Right Stuff, during the holidays, had a really cheap price on the Yu Yu Hakusho DVDs. Now, I know Blu-rays are available for this one, but this is a case where it was an upscale, so I just decided to go with the cheaper option and save money and go with the DVDs, which I believe ended up with discounts, what, something like $12 a piece, I think. Some more Discotech. I picked up Actually I Am. This is a really funny comedy if you have a chance to look into it. Bikini Warriors, so-so. Picked up Freezing and Freezing Vibration on discount through, not CD Now, but Second Spin. I had to think of the name of it. For a pretty good price. They were like 20 bucks a piece for the Blu-rays, I thought. And then here's the Ghost in the Shell Steelbox release. I recommend to most people that you do not I mean, pick it up, I guess, if you get a cheap price for the case, but the quality of the re-release is not very good. They did not upscale to full 1080p HD quality, so what's really weird is there are very small borders on all four edges of the picture. I don't know why they decided they needed to letterbox this or what the deal was, but you know, if you want to pick it up for the case, that's great, but I would suggest putting one of the older releases in there. And the funny thing too is this comes with a digital download code. It doesn't give you this version of the release. It actually gives you, I believe it was Ghost in the Shell 2.0, but no, it's very strange that they went that route. But so I also picked up the Ghost in the Shell, the new movie, which was okay, but I think I would say I'm more of a fan of the original SAC series than I really am the more recent redo or reboot of it. I did pick up the collector's edition of The Girl Who Lived Through Time that Funimation released. I already had the Bandai version, but I wanted to go ahead and get the release for, I believe there were some additional extras that weren't in the first one, plus I really wanted it on Blu-ray because obviously the original Bandai limited edition release was DVD only, but that DVD release, I'm hanging on to it because that had really neat materials and a really cool art box, which I hate to give up. Also, I've gotten into Girls in Panzer lately and picked up the full series plus OVAs and the movie. I actually had a chance to go see the movie live in, well, not live, but in Iowa City back in November of last year. So that was actually what got me into it, watching the movie. I'm like, well, I guess I really want to watch the rest of the series now. Also did pick up, obviously, the Haruhi Suzumiya Funimation Premium re-release, which, you know, it's kind of funny. Now I've double-dipped on the entire series, basically, except for, well, obviously Bandai never released the Yuki Nagato reboot that's in this set, which most people said that was not very good. I actually liked it. I thought it was kind of cool that they turned it into a bit of a romantic comedy, which, you know, the movie in a way headed to that direction a bit, because obviously the more human Yuki Nagato kind of did have a thing for Kyon, and you know, I think that was part of it. You know, obviously the other part, she was basically sick of Haruhi's SH. Yeah, well. And I did pick up Season 2 of Kami-sama Kiss, because I did pick up the original Season 1 Premium Edition release. Went ahead and picked up Maid-sama again. Now, originally when I purchased it, I got the subtitle-only DVDs. Now, this is the Blu-ray release with both English language and Japanese subtitle as well. Another used pickup from Second Spin, I got the first season of Makinki, the premium release. And that, again, I got a good price on that. It was like under 25 bucks. Had to be very careful because Second Spin has this thing apparently about putting stickers right on the art box, which kind of sucked. So I had to take some time in TLC to get the stickers off to make it look better. So then, because I got that, I ended up picking up a used version of the second season as well to go ahead and fill it out. Absolutely had to have Nichijou. That was one that I've been complaining for a long time. Why didn't we have a release? Why didn't somebody else pick it up after Bandai decided to stop publishing here in the US? And I was really close to getting the Australian release to have the set, and finally, you know, I'm glad I waited a little bit longer because Funimation did release it. No-Reen is an awesome comedy. I absolutely love it, as I'm an Iowa farm boy originally growing up, so titles like this I can really appreciate. Then we have the Rurouni Kenshin Blu-ray movie trilogy, which was very awesome. And I happened to win a free poster watching the night that, or day that Funimation decided to stream all 3 series or movies in a row. So that was cool. Did finally pick up Sankaria. I might have mispronounced it, or Sankaria. Yeah, I know that some of you got the original release that had the messed up edited version in there, and you know, I did like the series, but it just wasn't one of those that struck me that I had to have it like right away. So once I ended up seeing a good deal on it from Right Stuff, I ended up picking it up. We have the Shimoneta Complete Series. This is the limited edition box set from Funimation as well. Strike Witches the movie, which I've recently got into Strike Witches also, and so had to have that one once I watched the series. Now, the series was one of those that I slowly got into it, and I didn't go out of my way to get it. I ended up getting like the 2 saved versions of the Blu-rays from Right Stuff, which were like 11 or 12 bucks a piece. And so I don't think I'm going to go back and pick up any art box sets. I don't really see that I need them, but still a very good series, and got me into Brave Witches, which is like a side story or a side telling of it. It's set in the same time, but kind of a different area of the world that they're in. Season 3 and Season 4, or To Love Rue. And let's see. Oh, another comedy that I really liked, and got this watching the Funimation streaming, which I do want to add, I have recently switched from Crunchyroll. It's not really switching, but maybe upgrading Crunchyroll and going over to VRV. So those of you who want a really great deal on streaming Funimation and Crunchyroll at the same time, VRV is awesome. And the best part is the player. The VRV player on PS4 is amazingly stable, and the web interface is great. I had a lot of trouble with the Funimation player. It seemed like it had a lot of bugs in it yet. I had trouble with frame rate and kind of clicking in the audio. So if you haven't checked it out, try to do a free trial of VRV, and you'll see how good that is. Also picked up Upot. That's a funny one to try and pronounce. And also ended up getting Valkyrie Drive. Now, I know a lot of people pan the hell out of that one because it's basically a skin flick series, but you know, I ended up watching it when it was originally broadcast, and I personally didn't mind it, so I was good with picking up. I wouldn't have spent for a premium edition. I think just a standard edition was just fine for that. And getting into a few more lewd type things. Just got this one a week or so ago. The King of Breasts. Yes, that is a full-out hentai series. Not for sensitive people. Akisora is the same thing, especially if you have some. Well, obviously, a lot of you have something against brother-sister relations of this sort, but you know, I had watched it before, and I didn't mind picking it up. It was cheap. Aika, which is some friends of mine, the last time we did what we call Sushi Bowl, we tried to do a drinking game to this, and we went through a bottle of sake in like one episode, because we were like, okay, we're going to do a shot every time there's a panty shot. And problem was, there were panty shot after panty shot after panty shot after panty shot in the same episode, and we kind of had to, you know, kind of go off that a little bit. So yeah, got Good Luck Nanomiya-kun, which that's another one that I ended up watching, I believe, on Crunchyroll and kind of got into. And then just a cheap pickup, just for the hell of it, I ended up getting All My Buddha. And yeah, that's a good, funny series. I think if you appreciate a lot of the Tenchi Muyo universe as well, you might be into that also. And let's see, I got a couple more, and I'm going to have to kind of look around and see where I got them, because some of these I did work onto the shelf, so give me just a second here. Okay, so I definitely did have to pick up the second series for Love, Chinobio, and Other Delusions. Another cute little, like, romantic type comedy with the crazy girl type thing thrown in that has her own delusions. So not a series for everyone, but you know, I didn't mind it, and since I picked up the first season, I went ahead and picked up the second season limited edition too. I mean, just to complete it out. And let's see, I also mentioned Lupin the Third. So some of the more recent ones are scattered in here. Some of these I've had for a while now, but I am trying to pick up pretty much every release that Discotek brings out as far as like movies and OVAs, unless they're included on the 2 haul packs that Funimation originally released. Because I was lucky enough to pick one of those up new, cheap, and then the final haul pack I ended up paying about twice as much. I think I paid about $42 or $45 for that off of Amazon. But trying not to get any doubles, but it's kind of tough. And then also every once in a while, if it's a 16:9 aspect movie, then if it's available on Blu-ray, I'm going to try to pick it up. It just kind of depends, because again, it comes down to, do I really want to pay for an upscale? And for 16:9, I might just do it, but I tend to back away on any kind of 4:3, picking up 4:3 upscales. And then, of course, Aniplex did release the 3rd season of Wagnaria on Blu-ray as well, so that was something else I had to pick up. I mean, it's too bad that the first 2 series were released by NES America, and Season 1 is on DVD only, Season 2 is Blu-ray, Season 3 Blu-ray, or Season 2 might be combo, I don't remember, I think it's Blu-ray. But I will say this, I did not like that Wagnaria, like, whatever it was, I dropped it after like 4 episodes, the reboot with the new characters. I'm sure there are others of you that enjoyed it, but I guess I liked the original series so much that the second one, it tried to be something different, it tried to be the same, I don't know, I couldn't get into the characters, I just couldn't get into the kind of comedy and slapstick that they were presenting. So if that does get released, I'm not going to pick that up. I'm just not a fan. And of course, more things just sitting around in random places because I just don't have any room to put anything. I did pick up the limited edition version of Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon. This was one originally I was going to pass on, and then I saw the initial specs of the art box and ended up going on to Crunchyroll and watching the subtitle-only series and really got to liking it. So I went ahead and picked up the limited edition after all, and had to wait a little bit on this one. This is one of those where, since I waited a bit to pick it up, I had to it took a while for Right Stuff to get it out to me, but glad I got this one. It's actually really fun. And one of these days I know I'm going to get around to finding some extra time to try and do a complete collectioning video again sometime, but trying to find a few more that I had picked up in the last year or so, like I believe the comic artist and his assistants and the Quiescent 5 Numbers OVAs. I'm trying to think what else. I believe Ghost Stories was a recent pickup, the Discotek re-release of that one there. Oh, let's see. I don't remember if I got the Hayate the Butler series within the last year. It's possible. I know I picked up the most recent, the Fatalia Season 6 release here. What else we got? Might be new. It's kind of, I'm probably missing quite a few of it. And Ladies vs. Butlers might have been on Blu-ray. I'm not sure about that. Rail Wars possibly. Definitely a series I ended up liking, and I'm a train fan too, so that was one I had to have. And let's see. I know I mentioned that I ended up picking up Strike Witches down here. Those are the save editions, and kind of getting into the back corner. So yeah, that's everything there. Now I know I picked up a few more figures as well. Most of the stuff on the top is stuff I've had for quite a while now, but I know I added quite a few of these Haruhi Suzumiya chibis, and you know, most of the full-size ones up here I've had for a while now. But yeah, the chibis, and these are sometimes tricky to put together because of the small parts. Occasionally I find they don't fit very well, and unfortunately you have to use like an X-Acto knife to kind of trim them up a bit so the parts will go together correctly. And yeah, I've got a few more figures I need to go over here yet. I've got poor Sonico here, who still, I haven't had time to get out of her box, unfortunately. And then I collect the hell out of the Nendoroid Petites of Lucky Star, and I'm getting to the point where these things are like crammed in here. Oh, I really wish I had room for more shelves and whatnot for all that to fit. But I can get more of my Sonico and Super Pochico, of course. And we've got the ladies, more Lucky Star down here on the bottom shelf. And yeah, good stuff. Like I said, one of these days I really need to find some time to do a complete collection video again and put together something a little more significant than this. And so what I showed you there on the shelf wasn't even all for Lucky Star yet, because I've still got this set of Nendoroid Petites I haven't even had time to work on yet. It's not like I really have room on the shelf over there to put them on anyway right now. And I also have kind of everything together here for the Fighting Climax figures. I believe I'm down to only needing one now from the first series, which is Kuroneka Hime, I believe. But I did finally get a Kirito, and I didn't have to pay an arm and a leg. But you see that I have two Kiritos. Well, of course, they would have to expand this series by doing a second set of clothing options, which I am not going to get in that. I'm not going to try to collect the whole second season right now. I'll be happy just to complete the first season. But I tell you what, that is going to wrap up this video. I just really wanted to put something together quick and get you filled in on some pickups from last year, because I do apologize, it's just with my schedule. I work, I come home, and by the time I get home I really only have a couple hours, and that's time enough to have a little dinner and play a few games and start it all, you know, head to bed and start again the next day. But if you stuck around this long, thanks for tuning in, and hopefully it won't be another year or so before I get the next video posted. Talk to you all again sometime later.